So Mario Party Superstars was announced about a month ago, and they showed us that old boards like Spaceland and Peach's Birthday Cake, along with old minigames like Facelift and TikTok Hop, are coming back in what should have been the original Mario Party Top 100 on the 3DS, but at least now it looks like we're gonna get what that should have been on the Switch. So I'm very excited from what they've shown already, as I'm assuming most of you are since you clicked on the video, but today I'm not really gonna be talking about what they've shown since I've already done that. Instead, today I'm gonna be talking about what they haven't shown. I'm gonna be talking about the boards, characters, and minigames that I want them to add into Mario Party Superstars. So since I'm going to be talking about the boards, characters, and minigames, I'm going to try to be as realistic as I can be. I know there's going to be certain boards, characters, and minigames that people are going to want, people are not going to want. But specifically with like characters, I have a feeling that certain ones just will not be in the game, even though a lot of people probably want them. So I'm going to try to be as realistic as I can without being too crazy. But before we get into the details, if you do enjoy the video, consider liking along with subscribing and turning on the notification bell, since the graph here says 95% of you aren't subscribed. So if you want to see more Mario Party content, I've already got a video talking about it. I plan on making a lot of Mario Party content on like the old games too, and then once this game comes out, I'm making a lot of content on this when it comes out. Promise you that. I'll be playing either alone, I'll be playing with friends, I'll be playing online with random people, I'll be playing this game non-stop. So down in the comments below, let me know what minigames, characters, and boards you would want to be in the game. Also, if you don't mind, let me know what kind of videos you would want for Mario Party. You know, either the old ones or, you know, Mario Party Superstars. Would you prefer like a video showing off the entire game? Would you prefer it being split into parts, you know, like 5-10 turns per episode? Or would you rather me just edit it down into like 20 to 30 minutes of just the best parts of the board? Let me know that down in the comments below. So, now that we've got that out of the way, let's talk about what I want to be the last minigames, boards, and characters for Mario Party Superstars. So the first thing that we're going to be talking about today are the boards. We already know about Spaceland and Peach's Birthday Cake from the trailer, and we know about Woody Woods as well since it's on the box art and Nintendo's website. So with those three being known, that means that we have a board from each of the first three Mario parties. We also know that only the first three Mario parties are going to get boards unless they decide to give us a DLC with either more from the Nintendo 64 era or GameCube or Wii or whatever they decide to do, if they decide to do it. So we're going to talk about something quickly before we get into the boards. I'm going to talk about if they decide to give us a secret sixth board. In just about every early Mario Party, 1 to 9, 10, every Mario Party feels like they've given us a secret board. I don't know if they said in the commercials or said in anything that there's going to be that many boards, but they've usually given us a secret board. So if they do give us that secret board, I would have to assume that it's going to be some kind of a Bowser board. So if we do get a secret board, that means that that board has to come from Mario Party 1 or 2. Mario Party 3 doesn't have a secret Bowser board. Instead, Mario Party 3 has Waluigi's Island. So that means that if we do get the secret Bowser board, Mario Party 3 will get a normal board, and then obviously either Mario Party 1 or 2 will get a normal, whereas the other would get the secret board. However, if I'm being honest with myself, we probably won't get a secret sixth board, and then if that does happen, I don't know what game I would want to get screwed out of getting a second board. All three games should get 2 boards just to make it even. Alright, that's enough blabbing about that. Now let's talk about the boards that I want to be in Mario Party Superstars. So I'm going to be talking about 2 boards from each game that could make it in, excluding Bowser boards. So let's start with Mario Party 1. So the first board for Mario Party 1 that I could end up seeing them put in is DK's Jungle Adventure. It's a pretty big board. It had the original like womp mechanic of having to pay him to get through to the other side, and then he'd go right back, or you go to the other side and he'd cover up that side. Also, it has 2 boos, it has the event spaces. I'm gonna call the happening spaces event spaces since that's what they're seemingly going to be from now on. So if you hear me say event spaces, just think happening. But those usually cause a pretty good amount of havoc for those trying to get to that first boo, or to try to get to the star that's usually just past where Bowser is. So I think that one I wouldn't mind making it in. But before I talk about the second board, I do want to mention that 2 boards from Mario Party 1 that aren't secret boards are probably unlikely. In the treehouse, they mentioned that Peach's birthday cake was unique in the fact that the star doesn't move, and that the other boards has the star moving after you buy it. So if there are truly no other boards that have the star staying where it is after you buy it, then we can probably rule out Yoshi's Tropical Island and Mario's Rainbow Castle. While Yoshi's Tropical Island star technically moves between 2 different spots, that only happens after you land on an event space. So they really don't move after you collect it. And then for Mario's Rainbow Castle, it always stays in the same spot, just swapping with Bowser when you buy it, and then vice versa. Alright, so now that we've talked about that, the other board that I could see making it for Mario Party 1 is Luigi's Engine Room. I personally think it's more fun than Mario's Battle Canyon, and I really like in Luigi's Engine Room where you got the rotating doorways, and then if you decide to go to the left from the main area, you got Bowser there, who literally scams you out of money. He makes you feel safe. He sits there and he shows you his contraption. It's gonna be great. He shoots out money for you. You grab the money, and then he just screws you over and makes you pay for it. Then you got that part in the top left corner where you could legitimately get stuck for probably 5 to 10 turns. Like that one board in Mario Party 4 with Toad's board in Mario Party 4. Remember that? Don't you love when you can get stuck in that one area for probably half the goddamn game? This board has that too. And you know what? I want people to understand the pain. I want newcomers to understand that Mario Party, it wasn't all about hugs and cupcakes and high fives and love. It was about being mean. And that's what makes Mario Party so good. Alright, so let's move on to Mario Party 2, and yeah, I don't think there's really any other choice. For me, the pick for the second board from Mario Party 2 has to be Horrorland. From being the first board with the day-night cycle that was the core mechanic in Mario Party 6, to having boos that only work in the daytime and then other boos that only work in the nighttime. Then you got the big boo in the top right corner that can steal coins or stars from everyone. Then you have some bullshit, of course, with the Womps that don't move at night, but it's just a really good board in my opinion. I don't really think there's a bad board in any of the earlier Mario Parties, but I think this one is just on a different level. I just really enjoy it. So unless a secret Bowser board is going to be Bowser Land from Mario Party 2, I think this should make it in. So yeah, I really don't have a second board for this. I guess you could say it's Bowser, even though I said it wasn't going to be a Bowser board, but yeah, I just really want it to be Horrorland. So with that said, we're just gonna move to Mario Party 3. For Mario Party 3, the first board that I could see making it in is Chilly Waters. So Chilly Waters has that center of ice that's gonna break if you have more than one player on it at any time, sending both of you back to the start. I love that. Then you got the snowman that can throw giant snowballs at you, whether you're at the very top, the very left, or the very right of the board. And you can use that to your advantage. Say you're on the left side and the star is on the right side. You have the snowman, if he decides to throw it from the left to the right, you can literally get yourself chased all the way to the right side and then jump over it there. There's a lot of really good possibilities with that. And if you're bad at it, you can miss the star, you can miss Boo, hell, you could even miss both. So yeah, I wouldn't mind this one. But if I did have a choice of the one board for Mario Party 3 that I would want, then it's gonna be Spiny Desert. I know Spiny Desert isn't for everybody, but I just love it. I love the fact that there's 2 stars on the board at all times and one of them is a mirage, Then you have the 2 adjacent sand traps on the top and the bottom of the map that will send you to the other one once you land on the event spaces. You also have the cacti that can give you a shortcut from the center of the map to like the left side of the map. Or if you decide, hey, I know if I fuck this up, I can make myself go to the entire right side of the board. So that just gives you a bunch of different things that you can do. You can perfect it and go all the way to the left side. You can mess it up and get a little higher on the left side, or you can mess it up and go all the way to the right side. And if you go to the right side, that gives you like 3 options that you can choose of where you want to go. So I feel like with Desert Land, there's just a lot of strategy that can come with it. Alright, now we're going to move on to the characters that could make it in. As of right now, we know of 9 characters. We know of Mario, Luigi, Peach, Yoshi, Wario, Donkey Kong, Waluigi, Birdo, and Rosalina. I know some people are looking at Super Mario Party as like the new template of what's going to happen with characters, but I don't think we're gonna get 20 like we did in Super Mario Party. So I'm gonna go up to about 14 characters. So the first one that should definitely be a lock is Daisy. She has been in every Mario Party, if I'm not mistaken, since Mario Party 3. The only one I guess I could say she wasn't in is Mario Party Advance, because I'm pretty sure that came out sometime in like the GameCube era. So she wasn't in that one, but a lot of people weren't. So with her, we're up to 10. So that leaves us with 4 other spots. And the 4 characters that I would put in those 4 spots are Diddy Kong, Dry Bones, Pom Pom, and Pauline. Now I know some people will probably be like, Pom Pom, why Pom Pom? Well, there's a lot of characters that I would want to be on the roster, but most of them appear in the game in other ways. I feel like if they're going to appear in the boards or the mini games or whatever, then they probably aren't going to be playable. Some examples of that are the Hammer Bro, since he's in Hammer Drop, Goomba is on Peach's Birthday Cake, Bowser Jr. is in Arch Rival, Bloopers and Mushroom Mix-Up, and then obviously we have Toad, Toadette, and Koopa Troopa being seen on the boards. Koopa Troopa mainly on Peach's Birthday Cake, but I think I also saw him on like Spaceland for like the end or something. So unfortunately, I feel like all those characters are going to be unplayable, which sucks, but it is what it is. Alright, now that we've talked about the boards and characters, let's finally move on to the minigames. Since we have 9 minigames from Mario Party 1, 13 from Mario Party 2, and 18 from Mario Party 3, unless I'm missing 1 or 2 here and there, I believe that most of the games that haven't been shown are probably going to be coming from Mario Parties 4 to 10. At least that's what I'm hoping. I don't think I would mind too much if most of them came from the early 3, but I think I would prefer them to come from the last 7 games. Also, I could see them adding a couple item or dual minigames from Mario Parties 2 or 3, and since we only really know about like 2 dual minigames, but I don't think I'm going to expect too many normal minigames from Mario Parties 1 to 3 unless there's DLC. So now, let's start with the minigames that I want, starting from Mario Party 4. For Mario Party 4, I would want Avalanche, 3-Throw, Dungeon Duos, and Team Treasure Trek. For Mario Party 5, I would want Maze and Confused, Ding or Derby, Mario Mechs, 2-Bit or Lose It, and Peace Out. For Mario Party 6, I would want Lift Leapers, Same as Lame, Jump the Gun, Ray of Fright, and T-5. For Mario Party 7, I would want Track and Yield, Fun Run, Tile and Error, Gimme a Sign, Camp Ukiki, and Mad Props. For Mario Party 8, I would want Mosh Pit Mayhem, Sick and Twisted, Snow Way Out, King of the Thrill, and Cardiators. For Mario Party 9, I would want Upward Mobility, Peak Precision, Toad and Go Seek, Ruins Rumble, and Mob Sleds. For Mario Party 10, I would want Fumi Once, Fruit Cahoots, Revolving Relay, and Hop, Drop, and Roll. Item minigames that I would want from like the early Mario Party 2, 3 games are going to be Hammer Slammer and Mallet Go Round for Mario Party 2, and Swinging with the Sharks and Dory Dip from Mario Party 3. And to round it out, another dual minigame that I would want to add that wasn't in 4 through 10 would be Motor Rotor from Mario Party 3. So I do want to go over a few things with the minigames, specifically Mario Party 8, since as of right now, we know that there are 0 games coming from it. And the reason that is because that Mario Party 8's minigames are mostly motion control. Since they want this to be played on the Switch Mini, since they want this to be played on the Pro controllers, and since they literally said that it's going to be button controls, we're really not going to get any motion control games. So with Mario Party 8, I really had to try to find certain ones that are button only. Or I think like one of them isn't fully button controls, I could be wrong, but I'm sure they can make it button controls since it's not really that difficult. So with all of those, that will equal 100 minigames. Now this is assuming that Tread Carefully is actually Sneak and Snore. That's my theory that I have, is that is Sneak and Snore, because I never saw Sneak and Snore the name pop up. Now Tread Carefully could also mean like Treadmill Grill, or I'm assuming there's a few others that it could be, but this is solely going off the fact that I think that is Sneak and Snore. So the breakdown of the minigames is 48 4-player minigames, 17 1 vs 3 minigames, 22 vs 2, 10 duel, and 5 item minigames. This gives the 4-player minigames the highest amount, obviously, and the rest are spread out pretty decently amongst each other. And I think the ones that I chose had a good variety. There's not really a lot of luck-based minigames, there's not a lot of button-mashing minigames. You got the platformers, you got some puzzles, you got ones that make you play mind games with your friends. So I think I did a good job of just kind of spreading it out and not making it all like 1 or 2 specific things. Now I know the minigames that I chose probably won't be the ones to get in. They're probably going to prioritize picking a few more from the Mario Party Top 100, since, you know, they've already made them, so why make different ones when you can just make those over again for a 3rd time? But if they truly want to make this game great, they should go off of that grid, take a step back, and then really think about what mini games should be in it, and pick the ones that, you know, won't end up being 5, 6, 7 minutes if, you know, everybody has, I don't know, an IQ over 20. But yeah, those were the boards, mini games, and characters that I would want in Mario Party Superstars. Like I said before, let me know in the comments what you would want to be in it. Obviously, these are my opinions. You'll probably have different opinions than me, and that's perfectly fine. So, thank you all for watching. I hope you all enjoyed, and I hope to see you all in the next one.